That is such a good question.
It's made me sweat.
There's a question that I've got that I'd like to put to you guys. You've talked a lot about you were really making sure that you did the best for the girls, and you were trying to make them. You could grow great girls, stories over results, putting 7 bikes on the back of the car. But how do you look after yourselves as sports parents as well? Because if we're not the best version of ourselves, how are we then going to be able to give the best version to our kids and support their experiences? So how did you look after yourself?
I'll drop in.
On reflection, what could you have done differently?
That is such a good question.
It's made me sweat.
Because often when the kids are 11 to, 17, 18, that's often when we're up to here with work and just juggling so much. So that is such a good question.
It might be just a reflection thing. Say, maybe we didn't get it right all the time.
No, I definitely did not get it right. But one thing I can remember valuing, if this is of use, is having people around us who they were interested in the girls and what they were doing, but they weren't into sport. So they weren't so excited about the whole sport thing as we were. And I really appreciated talking to them and listening to their perspectives on things, and some really good friends who could see things that were playing out in the girls that we couldn't. So I can remember thinking, that's hard to hear, but I really appreciate that. Thank you. So I think that helped.
That even carried through the Olympics. Some people aren't into the Olympics. I don't get it, but having those as our friend group, it was good. It balances us out. Yeah. But about the personal health thing, we talked about this evening, and we had this idea that, well, that's not our idea, but we incorporated it into our life, that the girls were not the center of our universe. They joined our universe. So we already did stuff. Toni and I actively in sport. We used to go mountain bike touring. Every Christmas we'd go someplace bush and just do our stuff. And so the girls learned quickly that they joined into our life and they then circled with us. So to keep us healthy, we carried on doing what fills our soul. And that was how we maintained our relationship. It's how we fed each other, fed into them, they fed into us even. So I think just by not making them the center, the conversations were different. That we as they grew, and like Tony's V of love thing, as they grew into great young adults, we learned from them, they learned from us. We shared each other's pains, our joys, our successes, everything. I think that's how I kept myself healthy, by keeping it balanced.